Have you ever been in a crowded mall, a busy airport, or just walking down a long street and you spotted a figure several hundred yards away, too far to see their face, too far to see the color of their eyes, or the details of their clothes, and yet you knew exactly who it was? You didn't need to see their features. You didn't even need a hello. You recognized the rhythm of their gait, the specific tilt of their head, or the way their shoulders shifted with every step. To most people, this is just a minor convenience, a way to spot a friend in a crowd. But what if I told you this isn't just a social trick? In the world of advanced psychology, being able to identify someone purely by the way they move is a silent signal of a hyperactive intellect. It is a biological indicator that your brain is decoding human behavior through microtextures that most people are completely blind to. While the average person is waiting to see a face to confirm an identity, your mind is already miles ahead, processing deep biomechanical data. This is a sign of elite pattern recognition and a hallmark of a high-resolution mind. Today we're going to explore why your ability to read the walk means you possess a rare psychological advantage for navigating a noisy world. Welcome to MindUnlockx. As we've established, we don't do motivation, and we definitely don't do surface-level advice. Our mission is to provide a sanctuary for the deep thinkers, the introverts, and the rare minds who seek more clarity in a noisy world. We decode the complex mechanics of human behavior to help you understand your unique habits not as oddities, but as the profound psychological insights that they truly are. If you are a pattern decoder, you aren't just observant. You likely possess what we call hyper-semantic intelligence, the rare ability to find deep meaning in the subtlest of physical movements. This habit is often found in those who value radical autonomy and have learned to navigate life by watching rather than asking. Today we are diving deep into the 7 rare traits of the person who can recognize someone by their walk. We're going to unlock the hidden architecture of your perception and show you why your brain is wired for elite-level survival and strategic focus. The first trait of the pattern decoder is high-resolution pattern recognition. Most brains are programmed to look for the big data, faces, names, and voices. But your brain is different. It is a high-resolution processor that refuses to ignore the microdata of the environment. While others are waiting for a person to get close enough to be identified, your brain is analyzing the frequency of their steps and the specific drag of their heel. This is a sign of neural efficiency. Your mind has realized that a person's gait is as unique as a fingerprint, but it's available much sooner. By identifying someone from a distance, your brain is saving energy. It's solving the environment early so it can return its focus to its own internal thoughts or goals. This is a hallmark of deep thinkers who need to preserve their cognitive bandwidth for complex problem solving. You aren't just watching people. You are using your hyperactive intellect to filter the signal from the noise of a crowded world. The second trait is what we call the Sentinel Mind. This level of observation is often a byproduct of traumatic intelligence. If you were the black sheep of your family, or someone who had to raise themselves, you likely developed a hypervigilant survival mechanism. In a chaotic or unpredictable childhood, knowing who was approaching before they even entered the room was a matter of emotional safety. You learned to distinguish the angry walk of a parent from the tired walk of a sibling. This developed into a rarest kind of strength. The ability to map your environment for potential shifts in energy or conflict before they happen. Today, that survival skill has evolved into elite observation. You aren't paranoid. You are simply an environmental guardian of your own peace. You use your ability to decode gates, to decide when to engage, and when to practice the 6 truths of walking away silently. Thirdly, being a pattern decoder indicates hyper-semantic intelligence. This is the ability to look at a physical action and instantly translate it into an emotional or psychological state. When you see someone's walk, you don't just see movement, you see a narrative. You notice the heavy step of someone who is enduring life silently, or the frantic short steps of someone who is overwhelmed by cognitive urgency. You are the person who sees everything but stays silent. While others are distracted by what a person is saying, you are focused on what their body is doing. You realize that a person can lie with their words, and they can even lie with their facial expressions, but it is almost impossible to lie with their gait. This makes you society's biggest threat, because you are someone who cannot be easily manipulated. You see the hidden intentions behind the movement long before the first word is spoken. The fourth trait is radical autonomy. Most people rely on social mirroring to understand their place in a group. They wait for eye contact or a smile to feel recognized. But the pattern decoder doesn't need the other person to even know they are there. By recognizing someone from a distance, you maintain a position of elite independence. You have the data you need to make a decision, whether to wave, hide, or continue on your path, without ever needing to enter the other person's social field. This is a rare autonomy trait found in those who don't need anyone to validate their reality. You value your own internal perspective more than the group's 9-to-5 social performance. You are the goal-oriented walker of your own life, and your ability to decode the crowd allows you to set your own pace, without being forced into someone else's rhythm. You aren't being antisocial. You are practicing elite energy allocation by choosing exactly when and how to engage with the world. Fifth, we have strategic outcome focus. In a noisy, cluttered world, the ability to recognize people by their walk is a tool for efficiency. If you spot someone you'd rather avoid, you have a 200-yard head start to change your direction. If you spot a friend you need to speak with, you can adjust your speed to meet them exactly when you want to. Psychology says that highly intelligent people often focus on outcomes rather than interactions. You aren't wandering aimlessly. You are navigating a complex field of variables. Your pattern recognition allows you to bypass the small talk and the social friction that drains others. You are one of the few who understands that once you realize nobody cares, you win. You are using your elite perception to ensure that your path remains clear, and your goals remain the priority. The sixth trait is defensive resilience. There is a reason people say you should fear the quietest person in the room. The quietest person isn't silent because they have nothing to say. They are silent because they are busy collecting data. As a pattern decoder, you are constantly decoding the people around you. Even when you seem to be staring at your phone or looking at the ground, you are practicing a high-level form of protecting your peace. By understanding the vibe and the movement of the people around you, you create a psychological buffer. You possess a unique portfolio of social intelligence that allows you to remain less affected by people. You have realized that knowledge is the ultimate form of defense. While others are surprised by a person's behavior, you are simply watching a script play out that you decoded 5 minutes ago. Finally, we have the Polymath Advantage. This habit of recognizing gait is a sign of a brain that refuses to put information into neat boxes. You don't see biology as separate from psychology or physics. To you, a person's walk is a combination of their physical history, their current emotional state, and their underlying personality. This interconnected thinking is a hallmark of rare minds. You are likely someone who has too many interests, and feels like 10 lifetimes wouldn't be enough to learn everything you want to know. Your brain is naturally wired for the M-shaped future, where the ability to see patterns across different fields is the most valuable skill one can have. You aren't just a people watcher. You are an information architect who sees the world as a massive web of silent signals waiting to be decoded. So the next time you spot a familiar figure from across a parking lot and know exactly who it is before they even turn around, don't just brush it off as a coincidence. Realize that your ability to read the rhythm of a gait is a sign of a high-functioning, neural-efficient intellect. You possess the metacognitive power to see the microtextures of human behavior in a world that is far too noisy to notice the details. You aren't weird for being observant. You are elite. You are a pattern decoder in a world of static. If this resonated with you, if you've always been the person who just knows who is coming, let me know in the comments. Do you find that this skill helps you protect your peace, or does it make you feel like you see too much? If you're tired of surface-level advice and want to keep decoding the hidden psychology of your unique traits, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join our sanctuary for deep thinkers here at MindUnlockx, where we turn everyday habits into profound insights. Thank you for watching, and keep your eyes on the patterns.